Hi, my name is Przemek Chojecki and this episode is about data science skills you should acquire in 2012 or hone your skills already if you have them, but because probably you have. So, the most important things you should have as a data scientist are going to two directions. First are more social skills and related to things like visualization and communication, and the second thing is your technical skills and being able to solve problems. So let's discuss those two. So first of all, when you're getting into data science, it is assumed that you already know statistics, linear algebra, probability theory, because you will really need those bases in mathematics in order to understand what's going on really in data science and machine learning. And you really shouldn't be starting data science without at least some fundamentals in those domains, because it will be really hard. It will be hard to progress. You won't be really understanding what's going on sometimes. In the end, it will take you much longer to learn data science. So you should really hone your skills in pure mathematics first, statistics, probability theory, and linear algebra, and then jump into data science. And then the thing you should learn is coding in Python. So again, before even starting data science, you should be quite proficient in Python because that will only help you. Of course, you can start data science without any coding skills. That's basically what I did because I knew all the mathematical theory, but I didn't know how to code well. I took some courses in coding when I was at university, but that wasn't much. So I had to start that from scratch. That was hard. You should really get first into Python and then into data science. That will be much easier for you because you need really a good technical expertise in order to do quicker all the algorithms and implement those. So because data science and machine learning has two parts. First of all, you think about the problem, trying to solve that. And then you have to implement these solutions in order to test whether you're thinking in a good way. So if you can implement those solutions quickly, you'll be able to test them quicker and find out whether you should think differently about the problem. Whereas if your coding skills are not so good, then actually you'll be stuck at the implementation, and then implementation will take you a long time. You won't really remember why you have taken this approach in the first place, so you'll have to go back, and then the whole process is just much longer and very inefficient. So you should be really able to implement all kind of solutions that you might be having for your problem. So those are two fundamentals. And then the key skill that you should have as a data scientist or a machine learning engineer is basically problem solving skills. So this is a general skill set that is very helpful in any kind of a job, but it's especially helpful here because data science works basically as you're given a data set and then you're trying to find out or extract useful information. And basically you don't know a priori what to expect from this data set unless the problem is quite well known, and that's not really interesting. But in the real world, you have really raw data, you need to clean that, you need to really think well about what kind of information you should extract. So that's really need a lot of problem solving skills to do that, to solve this kind of to go with this kind of approach. So problem solving after all this technical background you acquire is probably the most important skill you might have. So if you want to practice your problem solving, the best thing is actually to try to solve smaller problems and do about like small data sets, try to extract that for fun or as an open source project that you can put up on GitHub. That's the best way to learn and hone your problem solving skills. Or just go on Kaggle and try to take part in one of the competitions. That's also a fantastic way to go about problem solving. So that's one technical part of data science skill set. The other part is about communication and visualization, because that's also really important. The thing about data science and machine learning is that you can get really useful information, but then you should be able to pass that information to other people, in order to other developers, for example, or to other data scientists, in order to see the whole potential of what's going on and how they can use your results. So communication is really key in order to be able to say honestly what's going well, what's going wrong, what you can make better, what's the most interesting piece of information that you got. That's really about communication, and then visualization, because ideally you would like to present all those kind of results either in a report, on a graph. Definitely visual pieces are the best to present your results. So you should think about how to visually present all your findings in a single piece and kind of a report. Jupyter notebooks work well with that, because if you start using Plotly and different or like Dash or different other libraries for visualization, then actually you can do all that well in Python. It's really not that difficult. It just putting it, you should learn that at least once and then use it over and over to hone the skill. It is really important in order to make everything connect. It's also useful for you, because if you can visualize your results, then often it's much better to start thinking about the problem when you have the visualization of the data. You did some kind of dimensionality reduction and you can look at the two-dimensional or three-dimensional graph. That's much better to think about the problem then. Yeah, so those are three things I think are the most important: problem solving, communication, and visualization. And if you have those skills, if you hone those skills, you'll be an amazing data scientist, and I wish you good luck in that. Thank you for watching, please subscribe to my channel, and see you in the next episode.